Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and to another Plan With Me video. This week we are back planning or memory planning the week that was December 4th through to December 10th. This is 2023, of course, even though I am doing this voiceover in November 2024. We know I'm behind, it's a thing. Let's just move on. So the kit that I'm using is a gorgeous kit from Plannerface. I don't remember. It was from a sale. It was a tiered freebie situation where Anna, like when you had a sale, you got like the tiered freebies. So I had a whole bunch of goodies with this kit, and I actually have so much left that I can afford to do another spread with the leftovers, so that is always fun. I'm also using some funky glitter tape because Christmas is my favorite time of year, and of course I'm going to get funky with the spreads. I'm going to use a lot of glitz and glamour. It is what it is. It's how I operate. But this was a kind of very neutral, soft, traditional type Christmas kit, and it kind of had vibes that they are wintry vibes. Of course, I live in Australia, so we don't have a wintry cold Christmas, but I live vicariously through my Christmas kits every single year. And also because a lot of the stores out there that market Christmas kits don't do a lot of tropical kits, with of course the exception of this year, where Kitnish Girl Jess did release some tropical, like summery type Christmas art, which is amazing. But other than that, a lot of Christmas kits are very wintry, so it is what it is. I'm just gonna, roll with it and live my best life. The kit's not overly foiled. There are some, I think it's a Scribble Prints Co. It's like a confetti. I don't know. I don't remember the names of her foils, but there is some subtle silver foil from SPC on there. But other than that, not too die hard with the foil on this one, because again, it is still kind of the beginning of December. We're still kind of getting into December. So I was kind of easing into it, but I really, really do love how this spread turned out. I don't know, there's something about the traditional color palette that I quite enjoy, especially when the week before I did like a pink, blue, and green kit. I kind of started off with like this pink, blue, and green kit, and then I've gone into like the rest of the month being somewhat traditional, but you guys will see that over the coming weeks. Anywho, let's go ahead and get into the day by day, because you all know that I'm going to run out of time before the end of the video. And of course, for anyone who may be new here, of course, hi, hello, and welcome. Thank you so much for clicking onto the video and supporting my little channel. But I do not mention where each and every individual sticker is from anymore, because it just takes so long. But I do list every store that I've used in the spread in the comments section below, or in the description rather. But of course, if you have any questions about a specific sticker, by all means, drop it in the comments below and I will get back to you as soon as possible. The other thing that I just wanted to say before I forget about it is please, 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 Sabrina Carpenter. My fans are on in the living room whilst I'm doing this voiceover. I will do my best to get rid of any background noise, but if you do hear any windy vibes or noise, it's because it's my fans. It is 32 degrees today on November 17th and I am literally dying already. So apologies in advance. But this week we did keep it quite simple. So we did my sidebar the way that I'd been doing it for quite a while. We've got the 3 full boxes there. We've got a little 3/4 box in the sidebar. I didn't actually mark anything in it. And then up the top we've got a little paint swatch. We've got some little deco pieces, and then we've got a silver Harriet Wright Designs December script there, just to make it pop. And again, extra pizzazz for a Christmas spread. But first things first, on Monday we did, of course, mark Coffee Monday. This is back when I was trying to just use up my Coffee Monday scripts, and when I was marking Coffee Monday. I'm not actually doing that moving into 2024. But we did mark Coffee Monday on this day. On this particular day, I noted that my husband was sick. I can't remember what he had. I think he just had the flu, and he was sick for a couple of days, and then it was just gone. Thankfully, it was only the flu. I'm pretty sure he did do a COVID test, and it wasn't that. So, yeah. So he was off from work on this day. I then marked that, of course, I did have work for the day. And then that afternoon, I've marked that after work, I did play some Sims. I did some editing, and then I did actually upload my Lucid Legacy. I think it was the 10th episode. So again, I've mentioned this to you guys before, but again, if you're new, I do actually have a Sims channel where I play like and do different Sims things. I haven't actually posted anything on the channel for a while just because like life has happened, and as you can tell, I haven't kept up to date with my Planner channel, let alone my Sims channel. But my Planner channel is much more up to date than my Sims channel, because my Sims channel, I think I last posted almost a year ago, and that's despite the fact that I actually have a bunch of content pre-filmed. I just haven't edited it. Editing is like my least favorite thing to do for YouTube, so yeah, I haven't posted in a little while. But if you want to go and check it out, by all means, I will link it in the description below. You can go and have a look at it. But I did upload one of my like legacy videos that night. Over onto Tuesday, at the top of the day, I've started the day by marking work, and then I've recorded that I did some laundry. I then marked that I treated myself to an after work coffee, and then I did some more tidying up. Generally, when I mark tidying up, it's because I don't really have anything else fun or exciting to mark, so I just put in like whatever chore I did. And for the most part, it's usually like the big kitchen cleanup, like the benches, the sink, all that sort of stuff. Not to say I don't clean anywhere else in my house, but that's kind of like the one that you kind of do on a daily, I guess. Anywho, I've then also marked that I had a little bit of a YouTube binge that afternoon, that I relaxed some, and that I spent some time chilling with my little pupperinos. And then jumping over to Wednesday, the first thing that I've marked, of course, is work. I've then marked that it was payday and leave loading. So every year, just before Christmas time, like before the Christmas pay period and all the holidays and all of that sort of stuff kick in, our work does like a leave loading. I can't remember what it is, don't quote me exactly, but we get, I think it's like 17.5% on any leave that we hadn't taken during the year. I think it is. I think that's how it works. And I think it's if you've taken less than 2 weeks leave, but it has to be consecutive. Like if you've had 3 weeks leave, but you've only had like in 3-day batches or 5-day batches, you've not had like the 2 weeks back to back, I think you then get the leave loading on that unused stuff. So I don't actually know what I'm going to get this year, because I'm pretty sure I took 3.5 weeks over Christmas last year. So that I think it would have fallen into maybe 2 weeks. I don't know. But I always get some type of loading. And of course, that's always nice to get a little lump sum payment prior to Christmas. So I did actually mark that on that particular pay, because that's when we got it last year. Just having a little sip of my iced coffee. After that, I've marked that I spent some time on Twitch, which usually means that I have watched one of my friends stream. Then I marked that I had a nap, a lazy evening, and that I washed my hair. It's so funny to me looking back on these spreads, because I don't really mark washing my hair anymore. I used to wash it. I used to mark washing it religiously, and now I kind of just, again, it's one of those things that I'll kind of chuck in there if I don't have anything else to put on that particular day. It's kind of like a chore thing now. So there is that. And past Melissa is kind of catching up. So moving on to the second half of the week, on Thursday, I did mark that I worked from the office this day. And then I marked that we were, what does that even say? Prepping work Christmas gifts. Oh, okay, yep. So every year our senior managers make handmade gifts for everyone, and they post them out to us in the post. And because I was like part of the management team last year, I was helping like prepare, order the supplies, overseeing the crafts. I organized all the mail out of the stuff, like all of that. So on the Thursday, I marked that we were in office for that reason, because the senior managers were actually making the little decorations that day. And I think last year they made like, it was like a little wooden decoration, and then we got like red, green, and like silver hollow glitters in like stars, like really fun patterns. And they were basically like smothering the wood piece with glue and then dipping the piece into the glitter, and then we put like little ribbon pieces through it so that you could hang it on your tree. And they're actually really, really pretty, but they're also really, really messy. I'm pretty sure that my one from last year, when I took my tree down, I kept it out because I didn't have anywhere safe to put it, and I didn't want the glitter to flake off, so I'm pretty sure it's over there like still sitting on my like entryway table, so that I can put it on the tree again this year. But that is what they were making. And because it was, my office days are like a really long, strenuous, mentally taxing day. So I did mark on that day that I got a second coffee or more coffee. When I came home from work, because of what I just said, I did mark that I had a lazy evening and that I did some laundry. And then once again, I just chilled with my little doggos. On Friday, I marked work at the top of the day there, back at home, thankfully. And then I marked that after work I did some cleaning, I had some coffee, and I spent some time scrolling TikTok. I didn't have anything else to mark it because I didn't really have any phone stickers at that point. So I've literally used like an old school like phone sticker from Plannerface to mark that. Doesn't really match, but I mean, you scroll TikTok on your phone, it's a phone. That's kind of the relation that I drew. And then marked that we had some family time, which again just means I spent time with my husband and my dogs. And then for some reason this night I was feeling anxious, so I did mark that in. And then that night we did watch a movie called Genie with Melissa McCarthy. I can't believe it was that long ago, but not a bad movie. If you like Melissa McCarthy, if you like comedies, definitely give it a go. I think it's like Christmas. I don't think it's a full Christmas movie, but I think it's Christmas inspired. I can't remember on 100%, but not bad. And then we're moving on to the weekend. So on Saturday, I've marked that I slept in and had a lazy morning. I had a YouTube binge. I did some more laundry, and then I've marked having coffee. And then I've marked something at the bottom of the day there, which I assume is like we've watched a Christmas movie, because I did get like a Christmas movie custom script from Plannerface of all the Christmas movies that I watched in December of last year. And I feel like I don't know where that is, and I don't know where my notes are from this time last year, so I just didn't mark it. So hopefully when I'm cleaning up and de-stashing and decluttering all of my stickers at the end of this year to move into 2025, hopefully I'll find both of those things so I can finish these spreads, because that would be lovely. I don't think I've ever fully finished every single spread of every single week in a planner. So it would be really nice to do that. And then of course Sunday being the last day of the week, so I've marked sleeping in. I marked that we had a super chill morning, that I did the dishes, by which I mean I unstacked and restacked the dishwasher. I generally don't do a lot of hand washing dishes anymore because firstly, I hate it. There's something about like dirty food and dirty water on my skin that's just gross to me. But also because I have really weak, thin nails and I usually have my nails done, I don't want to like soak them in water for that long. So generally, unfortunately, that's a job that my husband does. But I will unstack and stack the dishwasher and that sort of stuff. So I did that. I then had more of a TikTok scroll, so I marked that I was scrolling. I did some editing. I didn't mark what. I don't know whether it was a planner video or a Sims video. I've just marked that I did some editing. And then once again, I finished out Sunday with a like third box, but I've not put anything in the third box. So again, I presume we've watched some kind of movie or we've binge watched TV of some capacity, and I've just not filled that in. I did actually find flipping through my planner now, I've got a couple of sheets in the back of my planner. So it could be that. So I'll have to check those and hopefully finish these spreads. But yes, that is it for this video. I'm of course just finishing out Sunday now, so you'll see me wrap that up in just a moment. And then of course I will take you through the kit leftovers. I hopefully give you guys a little bit of a wiggle. I generally try and make sure that I do wiggles like all of the time now, but I feel like I was probably hit or miss back then because I was just trying to catch up on my spreads. I was also using one of my like favorite all-time ever pens, and for some reason those pens no longer want to write on my paper. Don't know why. The ink is perfect because I didn't use them that often, but they don't seem to want to write for me anymore. So there is that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and leave it here. If you have made it this far, drop a Christmas emoji in the comments section below. And as always, thank you so much for watching this video. I will hopefully see you all very soon with another video. Bye.